Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, I made a video last night. We went over my stats. Also, really quick, we made a Discord. I'm going to include the link from now on in the videos. So there should be a link to the Discord in this video description. And if you're into that kind of thing, we'd love to have you. We got some channels on there to share your games. We're going to try it. Come on, man. 13 seconds in, and here's the cat. Come here, buddy. Did I mess my camera up? Every time I start a video, this cat, man, he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he comes up here, and he likes to fight with the cable for my camera. Anyway, if you're into that kind of thing, we got a couple channels you can share your games. I'm going to share games there. We can all look at each other's games. I'll, share some of mine, whatever. And, just kind of have a community. So if you're into that kind of thing, we're going to have a Discord there. Also, I went over my stats, and I suck at the Slav is what I took away from that. So I spent this morning, a little time going over the King's Indian defense. This is, lesson 1 of 3. I spent a little time going over this, so I'm kind of hoping that we get a D4 game this morning. We're going to see. We'll go ahead and jump in and see what we end up with. We'll probably get something wild, an English opening or something crazy. I'll see if we get a D4. Okay. I looked at my stats last night, if you haven't seen the video, and I'm winning 69% of my games in the Caro Kann. 69%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I've been saying for a while I want to switch to the Sicilian, and I have had success in the Sicilian. But it's hard to argue with winning 70% of your games. If I did switch to the Sicilian, what's the goal? I would have to win, 71% or better in the Sicilian to justify changing openings. And I'm not familiar with it, really. I mean, I know the basics, the very basics, but certainly not. The hell's all over my coffee cup? Certainly not enough to justify getting rid of this when I'm winning 70% of my games. Of course, I say that, and I'll probably get absolutely destroyed in this one. We'll see. Apparently, our guy here is unfamiliar with the Caro. Okay, the advanced. Okay. Well, it's Friday at least. It's been a long week. It has been a long week. I didn't make a video, I think, Monday and Tuesday, I think it was. I had a rough couple days at work, man. God, we got these pallets they make there, and there's these boxes stacked on it, and they put these spacers. They make food there, and they got these spacers. So you'll have a layer of boxes, and then you'll have this spacer, and it looks like an egg crate. And then there's another layer of boxes on top, and it's to let air flow through. And usually you got this machine, you can put it on the machine and tilt it over and then pull the spacers out really easy, but there's this one particular type of pallet, and you can't do that. So you have to hand restack all these things, and there's 84 boxes per pallet. And they're not terribly heavy, they're only 10 pounds a piece, but, I pick them up 2 at a time, and after a while, man, these things get heavy. So here takes. Okay. I feel like I should be more prepared for this move. Okay, let's go here. Anyway, you got to hand restack them. We hand restacked them. And I was just dead. That was Tuesday, I think. Just absolutely wore me out. And then on Monday, I load trucks up there. It's primarily what I do. God, I was loading trucks all day, and I do it in a freezer. It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit in this freezer. It is cold, man. And I loaded 2 trucks, unloaded 2 trucks, staged up and prepped 2 more trucks for the following day. Just absolutely wore me out this week down there. It's kind of a strange decision to come down and do that. All right. If I go here, I'm exposing an attack here, but then he gets to play this. I could play here right now and get my pawn back straight away. If I go here, that lets him solidify his center, and I can't take. So I have this. He blocks here, and I could pick this back up. So then I do recover my pawn. I know this isn't the best move. I'm well aware of that. But I'm not going to just give away a pawn. If I can immediately get the pawn back, I'm going to. But also, this square is just a brutal square for this knight. I cannot let that knight get into that square. I've lost so many games. Like, if this knight makes his way to this square, I'm going to lose the game. Like, every time that a knight gets on this square, sitting in front of this pawn, I lose the game. I never win those. So I'm kind of thinking now, something like this. Just seal everything up. And actually, if I play here, we could end up in a situation where we might mess around and win a pawn. Or should I get out of here? No. I want to stop a knight from getting in here. How does he get here? I don't know. We've got better control of the center. We still have both central pawns. And he gave away his bishop and I did not. So usually in these kind of structures, I'll go up here, pin the knight, and immediately trade off. I don't think I want to do that right now. So if I play here, he gets to castle. Then I play that. He comes back to this file. We close that up, but we do have pressure. I don't know that I'm in love with that. Here, and then it's going to be me with a damaged structure, isn't it? So if I play here straight away, he could play this. I come back. He goes here. Maybe I play this then. All right? Because I want to make it hard for him to castle. The problem, though, is this bishop is undefended. So if I come here, he could do this. Takes, and then he gets this square. We don't want to let him do that, really. If I go here and he pushes, I could play this. And now... No, I'm not threatening anything, actually. So I got to get the bishop out. Do you trade it off, or do you play here? You know, I kind of think just play this. We'll bring the bishop out this way later. I'm not going to spend all day on it. Time trouble is another thing that I need to be paying attention to. And I'm not going to let myself get in the kind of time trouble that I've been letting myself get into. So, you know, bring the queen down, something like this, maybe that, you know, something like that. I don't want to let this pawn come forward and give this knight this square. And I want to hold on to the bishop. That guy voluntarily traded his off, so I feel like, you know, it'd be rude at this point to give it back. Although I think objectively the best move probably was to go up and pin and trade that bishop off, because it doesn't really have a home, you know? So I could go here, but then he just could play this. Or he could play this and defend that. But then I got this, which fixes my structure and takes this square away from his. So if I played here, he's got to defend that square, right? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I could play here. That forces him to bring this guy around, which I think is a move that he wants to do anyway. Here, then here. He comes down. That's definitely a weakening move, for sure. You know what? What if I fianchetto? Put pressure on this diagonal. And then bring the rook to the open file. What if I did that? How would he defend it? Well, the bishop could come here and counter, you know, oppose me on this diagonal. And I think this pawn is really going to be able to become entrenched. You know, because this move. So I think that pawn may be out of reach. Here, 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 here. Although, if I castle this way, I could push this. Now, he could go here. Takes. Maybe something like that. If I go here right now, though, I think he has to push this pawn. Which stops him from being able... No, it doesn't, because of the knight. But that anchors two pieces effectively to guard this. So I am kind of thinking about playing this move and then fianchettoing. If I go here and he came here, I take, he goes here, or maybe he goes here. But then I'm not developing, and I should be developing. All right, this is a flexible move. Let's play this. The knight needs to get in the game. Probably going to come to this square. But I could do this and go to this square. So we'll see what happens. Because I could put a lot of pressure on this square, but I do think that he's going to be able to put more defenders on that pawn than I can attackers. So maybe that's not a great idea. Maybe you just, you know, kind of come here, centralize the knight. The only way he's got to force me out of here is that. And that's a move. That's definitely a committal move right there. That's a commitment. He could play here. But I think then I just do this, right? And the only defender of this pawn is this bishop. So if I play here, he can't come to this square. He could play that, but then he loses this pawn. Because what he's wanting to do is he's wanting to use this backwards pawn as a place. So ideally, I think if I, you know, say I go, you know, well, I could just do this, can I? I'll go here, I'm hitting this. So here and here. What does he do if I play this? It's only got one square. So if I get this move in, then this move, then I could, and then he could play that. Here, if I took, he doesn't immediately have this because he would lose the knight. I'm up on time. And that is absolutely by design. I'm putting an emphasis on just trying to get a move made and not, mess around and lose on time. I cannot let a piece get to this square. So that has to be kind of etched into my brain. He's got this move, but don't I then have this? I feel like I've misplayed this. I want to get this move in as soon as I can. I don't like the knight coming in here. I don't like this square just being a weakness. If I could play here, I could always drop back and defend this with the queen. There's nobody going to get on this file and threaten me. So this move here actually comes with the threat of winning an exchange. Of course, he could play that. Now fianchettoing makes a lot more sense. I'm going to play this to take that weak square away. And now my queen could slide out if I need to. I have some places that I could go. The knight has his home threatening this. And listen, with this, with the bishop over here and this hole existing, this starts to feel like it makes a lot more sense. Maybe I could go here and take that and then just end up with the bishop pair, even. This move would make sense too. Threatening perhaps to come in on this square. Wait, if he goes here, and I go here, he could come here and threaten it twice, but I could do this and add an additional defender to this square. All right, so I'm hitting the bishop with the knight and exposing the bishop's defense of the pawn. So he could play this and win a tempo. But then I think that's as far as it goes. Okay, now what is this about? Why did he play this? I could drop this back right now, and that stops him from being able to make this move. Because if I go here and he plays that, I could go here. And now there's no fork to save him. Right? You see what I'm saying? So if he comes here, he's hitting the queen. Queen has to move. So if I go here, so let's say he goes here. I can't play this because the knight. So if I play this and he comes here, this guy has to move. And then maybe, you know, I'm in trouble. So, well, actually, let's think about this. If I play here now and he plays here, I would just take the knight. Oh, he's got that. Then I move. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get out of any kind of shenanigans here. And then this move is god-awful. Yikes. Also, if he plays here... No, that doesn't work. You guys hear that cat? That's the laziest cat, dude. Worthless, this guy. We're on move 12, and old buddy's got 5 minutes. So I think I could put some time pressure on this guy. It's, for once in my life, it's not me that's in time trouble. This guy's on move 12, and he's got under 5 minutes. If he hits 449, he's going to have under 5 minutes on his next move. Okay. So what is this? He doesn't have any of these squares. This hits his bishop. He's got that. But then I would take. No, 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 no. No, I wouldn't either. Here, this move. This. He's forced to move. Alright, he's got this skewer here. If I go here and he plays that, I could play here. He could get out of that, and then I take. Right? So here takes that. Then he could play here and add another defender, right? So, yeah, that doesn't work. Because he's got this move here. Now, if he plays here, I think that's uh-oh, spaghetti-o. So let's play this and hit this bishop. If this move gets played, I'm going to go here. Because then the pawn can't come forward. Whoa. I should have played this. Force him back, then go here. If he does that, then I'm en passant. Here, he goes back. You play this. That move comes, en passant, and then you're busted. That's what I should have played. I could go here and then do this still. I'm going to do it. Because that's defended and there's nothing he could do now to stop it. This takes this square away. This guy can't move forward. If he does go forward, takes, and then you're you know, you're going to lose that exchange anyway. I should have played that pawn move last turn. Is what I should have done. Now this move saves him. And it kind of makes my position look a little bit dumb. I really missed an opportunity there. Damn. But that's the thing. And that's I feel like those little tactical things like that, I miss them too often. Because here, right, if I play this, he's got to move. And when he does, then I have this. Because if he doesn't move, he just loses a bishop. So when he goes back then you hit him with that. If he tries to block now, en passant, and the same issue still exists. So this guy doesn't have the opportunity to come down and block the diagonal. So that's definitely a miss. He has to play this. He's got that now. Yeah. I missed my chance. I missed my chance. Okay. Well, can't cry over spilled milk. Let's get out of the center of the board. He's still got 3 minutes. So now this move, I'm not going to invite his knight in. Takes and all that. No, we're good. This gives my bishop a job here. This move here, he can't take that. He could take that, but then it's a trade. But then the knight gets to come in here. But those are defended. This move here loses the queen. This move here. I think actually this move here is probably the best move here. Because if he takes, now I'm on this diagonal. Right? If he doesn't take, then he can't move this because it's a checkmate threat. You see? So here, if he was like, hey, I'm going to come in and start the attack, well, game over. So I think let's play this. And the same is true here. If we take like this knight doesn't have this square. And I could force his hand on this. Here, I believe forces... Oh, this is pinned, isn't it? Everything's defended. Nothing's hanging in my position. We don't have anything hanging. 2 minutes. I can't believe I missed that skewer. Dang. I'm going to pre-move this recapture. So if he takes, that's just going to put... Because I know that I'm going to make that move, so let's not mess around. Let's try to make the most of the time pressure that we have here. He's going to have to play an incredibly complex middle game here with a minute. Yeah. So he's got this move. He's got that kind of... So if he plays here, he's hitting this. I could do this and mess his structure up. But then as he could sidestep the king and put pressure on my position. So let's not go crazy here. This move here pins the knight. I take and destroy his pawn structure. So let's play this. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Mess his pawn structure up. Because I don't want to mess this up because my king is going to go over here. Let's get castled. And, you know, we're just in a better position going into the middle of the game here. I have a backwards pawn here, but it's defended. This is defended. He can't play here. I could come to the open file. He doesn't have this move. He's got this, but then I could just step up, right? Like, he doesn't have this move. He just doesn't. So, if I go here and he opposes me on the open file, so what? Here. And then here, I want the open file. So if I go here and he played that, that's the only square that he has. So I think it makes a lot of sense for him to come over here. But this keeps him from doing that. And then if he takes the open file, then we come. He takes, and then I step up. So let's keep him from coming in down here, right? Yeah, let's keep him out of here. So no c7 for you. And then if he gets the open file, I will come too. Okay. I like that. That's what you want to see. Now, here, that isolates this pawn. If he plays here, I really don't have a whole lot of attractive squares, to be honest. Let's hit that open file. But I'm not really that worried about that. Also, actually, I could probably just play this and be fine. This is defended by the bishop. He's got a minute 57. That hits the undefended knight. He could play that though, right? So I think this move makes a lot of sense. But then he could play here. And he's hitting that. It's defended here. This move hits both pawns. If either one of these two pieces moves, he loses a pawn. So here, if he goes here, I'm going to take the pawn. But then he gets down here on my 7th rank. I could play that, and both of these are unprotected at that point. And if this rook were to go here, then you have a problem. If either rook goes, no, it's this rook. See, here he still has this move. But now it lets me control this open file. Actually, if I push, he can't take because he drops this. So if I do push this, he's going to lose his pawn. Here. Say goes here, right? Takes, takes, takes. Now I'm hitting this. So I think this pawn push here is okay. Push the pawn. He can't defend it a second time. If he takes, he loses the knight. I'm going to push it. He can't take or he loses the knight. If he goes here, I hit the rook. Takes, takes, takes. No, 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 no. Here. So, he could take this now. So now I have to, you know, take this or not. So if I go here and he plays this, I take here. But if he played that, yeah, this could have been foolish of me. I don't think there's a way to hold on to it. Yeah, that was dumb. Here, 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 here. Let's do it this way. Just 1 second, guys. I'm getting... Okay. Now here, if he takes, that's check. Well, actually, why even play the check? Here, 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 and I'm hitting both of those. He still can't take this because of that. So he doesn't have any kind of forward progress, I don't think. He could play this, but then I come back around and that's that. Now that... Doesn't that just hit a whole bunch of undefended stuff that he can't defend? Look at the time. I've done my best to maintain a time advantage here. Oh, he's got this move. Yeah, he's got that move. Okay. Here, though. No. Check, forces him to here. I could play this. I don't love that though. All right, Bill, don't lose this game on time. Do not lose this game on time. Check. If he goes here, I could play that. I don't know what's best, man. I don't know. This move kind of feels reasonable, honestly. Fix this on a square where it could be attacked. See, now somebody's going to have to defend this guy. If he comes over, he's going to drop this. I'm down on time. God, I suck at this game. What the hell is this move? Sorry, I'm not very talkative here, folks. I'm really trying my best here. This hits that now. The bishop's hitting everything. This, if he takes, I would take. He could push the king down. I guess push that forward. What about this move? No. I should probably cut this king off. Well, that's actually defending this. So if I played here, then he could do this, and I don't have that counterplay anymore. Check. Actually, I have this, don't I? Oh, Bill! What a moron. Why am I so stupid? How did I lose that? Game review's not working. course not. Of course not. Well, anyway, we're going to be shooting to try to work our way back down to 1200 here, it looks like. I've just played miserable chess. Look at this, man. I mean, just absolute stupid chess, man. Yeah, there it is. And this is, look, I said this 1,500 times in the game. Boom. I've just been playing bad chess. You know, I mean, here, I mean, you know, it's, we're not doing bad. I mean, hell, here I'm winning. And then here I blow the game. Yeah. And it's game over. All right, guys. Well, if you like that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And be sure to check out the Discord. I'll have the link in the description. See you guys in the next video.